So protected status basically is speaking to two things. One, the service-connected issue, and then two, the rating itself. With the protected status, once you hit 5 years, VA must consider that disability and that rating to be stabilized. They can't just take it away. They got to show improvement under ordinary circumstances. It means one C&P exam doesn't cut it. They need to show more than that. They need to show that in your day-to-day life, you've gotten better. You can now do things that you used to not be able to do, and disability doesn't have that problem anymore. Now, the 10-year rule, this is super important. If you've been service-connected for 10 years, that service-connected issue is now protected, meaning they cannot take away service connection for that issue unless they can prove fraud or there was a prior character discharge. That's a super high bar for them to show. So that protects your underlying service-connected rating itself. Once you get to 20 years of a rating on a certain condition, that rating is protected. So the VA cannot go back and take away that rating no matter what a C&P exam shows unless they can show fraud. It's important to note that the date the VA has to use for calculating that 5, 10, 20 years, that is the date it became effective, not the date of the decision saying, now we're going to bump you up to 100% for PTSD. You look at that decision and says, let's say that it was January 1st, 2026 is the date of the decision, but the effective date is January 1st, 2024. Well, you've already got 2 years towards those years you need for protection. So look at that. Last thing I'll say is permanent and total. People ask about this all the time. Well, I have permanent total status for my 100%. Isn't that protected? No, it's not. And that's really key to understand. Permanent and total basically means the VA thinks that this is not going to get better. The VA thinks that this is a static condition and it's going to stay that way. However, if you apply for increased rating, they'll look and see if it's gotten better versus just gotten worse. So just understand that that gives you somewhat of a protection, but if you go in, the VA could very well try to reduce you on that. Last thing I'll say is just the 55-year-old rule. That rule basically just states they assume after you're 55, the disability is going to be static. It might get worse, but it's not going to get better. So they aren't going to schedule you for an upcoming C&P exam.
Hey, Nate here, Hill and Ponton's video guy. The video you just watched is expanded on further in this one right here. Learn something more, increase your rating. As Matt always says, knowledge is power. So go ahead,